So we help a lot of relocating buyers. And there's a lot I find they don't know about Winnipeg, a lot of great things and a lot of misconceptions they have. So why don't we kind of clear those up and say why Winnipeg's such a great place?
You've got a team of 5 Winnipeg transplants. None of us were born and raised in Winnipeg, right?
No, Portage la Prairie.
You
Even
still
better.
moved to the big city?
Moved to the big
We
city.
moved from another province.
Yeah, yeah,
Far.
true. Yeah, to be here.
Did you also refer to Winnipeg as the city?
Yes,
in
I
Portage?
did.
Yeah, the city. Going
We
to
didn't
the
ignore
city.
it as well. We're going to the city.
Yeah.
But yeah, Winnipeg obviously draws a lot of people. We have a major amount of immigration every year.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think draws people to Winnipeg, or what makes them want to come here?
Quality of life.
Yeah.
For sure.
And affordability.
I was going to say cost of living.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Yeah. And what do we mean when we say these things? Like cost of living, obviously, quality of life. Like, I mean, like the day-to-day things. Like, I get in my car and I commute somewhere and it's never longer than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I have people coming from Toronto, BC that have 2-hour commute, 3-hour commutes one way sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, they are missing out on family life because they are stuck in a car driving somewhere.
Yeah.
That's not a thing here. Like,
No.
Yeah.
I'd say even if you get caught in rush hour and you're going all the way across the city, like 45 minutes, like you're not hitting that
it's rare
hour.
to get much worse than that.
No, traffic is not bad. Potholes, pretty bad.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah.
Spring. Have good suspension and nice tires.
Opportunities to get outdoors, to find a walking trail. Like, I think we could find a walking trail any direction within a short jaunt.
There's a lot of green space in Winnipeg, as much as it would seem that there might not be. A lot of cities, do have walking trails, but a lot of that is urban, whereas we have a lot of green space in and throughout the city.
And even with that, like if you want to leave the city, it's very quick to hop to whatever, a beachside town, right? Gimli.
Or some really good hikes in the Whiteshell.
We're surrounded by lakes, surrounded by recreation places.
Very true.
Yeah. I do think too, it's like, again, we have cost of living is great, but it's getting there in terms of like big world-class city things. Like we have an NHL team, like we have we have the Royal Winnipeg Ballet, like we have like it's all kind of cross multifaceted. Like we do
Human
have
Rights Museum.
we've
got a couple big landmarks.
Yeah. And I'd say like the people are so good. Obviously we're a little biased living here, but I really do think the people are really good here, more like down to earth. And I feel like Winnipeg's like a small town kind of vibe, right?
Really small town vibe. And our license plates say friendly Manitoba for a reason.
We live true to it.
Yeah.
Another thing people see as a con, but I almost think we do get like the full 4 seasons, and our winters, yes, they're cold, and everyone knows that watching this video. But because they're cold, there is some opportunities here that you can get out and do stuff in the cold and in the winter that aren't really accessible in other cities. Yes, you have winter, but like, can you skate on a frozen trail how many times of year? Can you do like all these things that are catered to winter and do the snow maze and do all these things that just
cross-country skiing in the middle of the city, right? Other places you have to travel
to do those things.
Hours to get to. So
ice fishing, snow machining, like a lot of outdoor activity that you can do in the winter here. And like people do travel here just to do some of those outdoor activities in the winter, which seems strange to some people, but we're used to it.
You're our foodie. You're our resident foodie. Our food scene is very diverse.
Very diverse.
Robust.
Yeah. Definitely a positive.
Yeah. Absolutely. Like when I hear it like per capita or something, we have some of the most diverse options and like really high ranking too, though, like making those top 10 lists often across Canada, not like across Winnipeg.
Yeah, there are some great restaurants in the city.
A couple well-known chefs too, like in that downtown.
I believe that.
Wait,
We aren't really foodies.
I don't know if I'm as of late with 2 young kids running around.
I was going to say, our time is certainly shortened for fooding, but.
No, but if you're into that, like finding a unique spot, like not a chain, like going to somewhere for like cocktails or anything like that, like you have lots of options.
Where else can you go to a high quality restaurant on a river outdoors in the middle of winter? There's some pretty cool opportunities here that don't really you don't get.
Or festivals too, like Festival de Voyageurs.
Absolutely.
Winter too is another big one. Yeah. So we're known for our festival scene.
Folk Fest, huge
Folk
one.
Fest is huge. Fringe Fest, Jazz Fest, all the fest.
It's a pretty big festival city. There's a lot going on.
Talk about the weather then. Talk about a negative. If it's a negative, is it a negative?
It's going to be a negative for some people.
I think it's what you make it. I do too. I also think that, like, I've been to BC in the middle of December, and like when there's snow on the ground and it's cold, it's a different
wet.
concept.
Very cold.
I find that in Manitoba, it's, we're one of the we are the sunniest province, right? And I find that if you just layer up, you're dressed appropriately, it cuts that wind and you're completely fine.
That's the issue, is our wind, right? Like it's like minus 30, but with the wind chill feels like minus 45.
BC, I could wear 3 coats and I'd still be freezing.
It seeps into your bones, that cold, that chill, or that damp.
And it's sunny, like you said.
We have so many people move here, like back from BC, because they miss the sun.
I believe it.
Like it really plays or has a toll on their mental health. So so when we get a cold spell, like when we are getting a cold snap, it's often sudden, out of nowhere, and then it's really cold for like a week. But what I find in those moments is day 1, day 2, nobody's out walking on the street. Nobody. But by day 3, people are like, life is life. Like let's go. Let's not just bundle up. It's like that Montessori philosophy, or is it Montessori? What is it? Where it's like outdoor play. There's no such thing as bad weather. There's just bad clothes. Is it German philosophy? Maybe.
Could be.
But they don't stop us. I do recommend Command Start. I do recommend the Super Puff, like the jacket that goes down.
You have to be
winter
prepared
tires.
For it. You have to be prepared for it.
Winter tires, that's a good one.
Good winter boots.
And also, though, with the cold comes some of the most beautiful seasons too. I would argue we have some of the most beautiful summers in Canada. Not super hot, like hot, but like you're not dying and need to go inside and stay in air conditioning all day for
it gets up like plus 36, 37. That can get pretty hot.
It can get pretty hot.
But it's not for long periods, right? Maybe a day or two.
Mid-20s is pretty standard for most of the summer, which is
like mid to high 20s, I'd say. And then but like you said, you drive an hour any direction and you're at a lake from Winnipeg. And I'm talking like city center. Like a lot of places from the perimeter, you're half hour from like some lakes. So I don't know. If it's plus 36 and I'm at the beach, I don't really feel it as much.
How often do you get to the beach?
Daily. So yes, summers are beautiful.
We touched on it a little bit already, but cost of living, definitely a bonus here in Manitoba.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Childcare, $10 a day options, if you can get it.
Register early.
Register early.
Also, though, like national house price average, we're almost always at half of that price. So if it's $800, we're usually $400 here. So like we're usually much lower. Which means our housing is much more affordable than the national average.
Same thing with utilities. Like Manitoba Hydro is a massive exporter in Manitoba down to the US, different provinces everywhere. And our affordability rates are significant compared to other provinces.
Yeah, true. Like here, if you want to put in an electric furnace, it's not like it's an equal trade-off kind of thing on what you want to do. I think natural gas still works out to be slightly cheaper, but
it's pretty. Yeah,
but the electric furnaces last longer, so it's kind of like a how often do you replace it evaluation too, right? So but no, we're a third of the kilowatt hours I think out of Ontario last time I checked. So
for the most part, and we don't deal with peak hours and all
that's true.
Crazy stuff.
We don't worry about when we do our laundry.
No,
no, true. I forgot about that.
It's something that you use it when you need it. You don't worry about trying to save that extra $15 an hour, kilowatt hour, whatever it is.
While we don't work in the rental market, I also hear that our rents are more affordable than other provinces, but I don't know as much about that.
I had heard at one point that a 2-bedroom condo in downtown Vancouver was going for like $3,300 a month. So I don't think Manitoba's comparable to that.
No, I read
3-bedroom house.
I read somewhere that we're 36% lower than most metropolitan areas, but I don't remember where I saw that. So I don't, like, take that as you will kind of thing. Autopack also, we have a public vehicle insurer here too, and as a result I find our auto insurance does tend to be less. Of course there's exceptions, but it's in general cheaper than private insurance.
It's like we're cheaper here, right?
It's cheaper. I think another thing too shows in like family lifestyle. Like it's not uncommon to know families that go on multiple vacations every year, and the reason they can afford that is because our cost of living is lower. Like you see people in other cities where they can't really travel as much because they're house poor, right? And we don't see that. We see people traveling an awful lot here. Okay. The big one, the scary one.
Crime.
We get a bad rep.
Yes, we do.
I don't think it's as bad as everyone thinks. There's still gang-related crime, but I think that's separate, right?
It's also very like specific kind of neighborhood or like it's you don't see, you see some kind of, like most of the crime you see throughout Winnipeg is either like non-violent crime, more like
for sure
like breaking like car smashing and stuff like that,
for sure,
which is everywhere.
It's
our we rank high for violent crime though, so we should address that. But what it is like you guys said, gang related violence, and we're pretty high on domestic violence too. Obviously domestic is situational, so that's what's going on in your life kind of thing. But in gang related crime, like you said, it's usually localized to certain areas of the city. Would I ever be worried walking down the street at night in my area in the dark? No. I wouldn't be looking over my shoulder. I feel perfectly safe. We've chosen to live in a community that we feel comfortable in. And not that this is a great comparison, but if you compare us to the United States, our crime rates are very low. I know that's not a great comparison though, but if you're trying to stack it, like we rate high in Canada again for violent crime, but not when compared to other countries by any means.
Per capita, but I mean, I think it's also, we're not a massive city. So the numbers skew a little bit.
I also think we might touch on this a little more too when we get into like neighborhoods, but I think one thing that's also differential based on other cities is there's not a ton, like if you go to other major cities, it's like everyone wants to be in the downtown core, and that's the like walking where you're gonna see all the like coffee shops and restaurants, and like that's where you want to be. Whereas here, that's not necessarily where you want to be, but it's also not somewhere where you need to be unless you're going to any like major big events. So, and you can still definitely find areas in the city, like neighborhoods, that you can have that like walking lifestyle, the cute coffee shops and restaurants, right? It's just they're not necessarily in the downtown core, kind of for that reason, I would say.
Well, and our downtown core is not like, it's not designed to
live.
Like the living arrangements of anything downtown is like, a smaller condo. Like you don't really have the opportunity to buy a home downtown, right? Like there's a couple neighborhoods that would be close to downtown that you could find something, but you're not going to have, a family of 5 comfortably living in a major house downtown. That's just not what like
our downtown is.
It's not built that way.
How about our education system here? What do you guys want to share about that?
I think we have a good school system.
Our education system.
I didn't grow up with the school system here. I do have a child in the public school system, and it's so far been great. I mean, that's and from what I've heard from other clients,
I've heard like second and French immersion programs too. Like there's some really, really good schools here. And other languages too. Like when I'm doing those neighborhood things, like we're talking German, we're talking like Hebrew.
There was a Ukrainian one, but I couldn't.
There is a Ukrainian
there is too.
I know there's a Ukrainian like daycare even like near us.
Like there are options and like large catchment areas for some of them too. So if you want strictly French, there's a really good program too. I'm just gonna give the abbreviation. The DSFM, because the second you get on that school bus, you are talking French until you come home and probably speak French at home.
I think that's what it's designed for.
But for those that don't just want the more French immersion track, but full on French. So secondary school options too. We have really good programs. Like Red River College is really good for diploma programs, and they have multiple campuses, and then universities too, right?
University of Manitoba, UW, or University of Winnipeg.
So again, another reason too, we're kind of that small town feel, but we have all this stuff, and then also you can have education all the way through. Like you don't have to necessarily move away to go to attend post-secondary here.
That's right.
And you can become a doctor, a lawyer, an architect,
like whatever you want.
You've got all the programming. I can't honestly think of a program you would need to move away for. Maybe vet school. Do we have a veterinary program? That might be one I know a friend was looking at moving away for. That one I don't know. I swear we have it for everything.
You can pretty much.
It's good. Going to anything.
Good private schools here too. And they in Manitoba they're actually subsidized a little. So we're usually paying about $10,000 less for private school compared to other provinces per year. There's some credits back from province.
Maybe touching base too on, because I don't know how much it would differ province to province or city to city, like how our like school catchment zones work and like how that all works. I know personally from helping clients, like it is important too if you're looking in an area. Yes, you want to look at the catchments, but there's some neighborhoods where it's like if you're an even number house, you're going to this school, and if you're an odd number house, you're going to this school. So that's something to like be mindful.
Right.
I find that each catchment sort of has a really good website that you can go into and type
Makes
in
your exact address and you can kind of see.
Exactly. So if that's something that's a major concern, then visit those websites.
But if you're targeting for area, like or for school, be in that catchment. Don't assume you get school of choice. You can always apply to be in a school in another area, but don't take that gamble. It's more rejected than accepted in school of choice. Okay, so you've gotten your education here. Now you're going to go get a job here. What kind of employment options do we have in this province?
We've got some pretty some major employers that have come out. Like some of the spaces, like a brand newer one is more like Skip the Dishes is out of Winnipeg. They're obviously like a pretty huge player at this point in meal delivery and things like that. We also have a ton of aerospace here.
Yeah, we have Boeing.
Which also coincides with a lot of our clients who are like military. They come, with 17 Wing being right on the Air Force Base there, right near the airport. There's a lot of that. I think Boeing is here. trying to think of what.
Standard Arrow.
Yeah, Standard Arrow and a few. I think there's even a couple other smaller ones
Bristol,
that have come and gone.
Aerospace.
Yep.
Aerospace.
Wow. There's some big ones.
Look at you
girl. If you just read the notes in advance. Lots of agriculture.
Yeah, I was gonna say grain.
Lots of different jobs in agriculture for sure.
Yeah. Canada Life, IG.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are big ones.
Huge ones. Really big ones.
Yeah. Manufacturing is big here too. Fashion, Mondetta, home of Mondetta.
Yep.
Yeah. And Silver Jeans.
That's right.
But they operate under a different company. Bodyworks, I think. But yeah. Oh, and major scientific labs based on infectious disease.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yes.
And I also had biodiagnostics, but
lots of jobs. Lots of job opportunities.
High-level job opportunities. We also have 2 really good teaching hospitals for those looking to go into the medical profession, like second to none, honestly, the doctors and nurses that are coming out of there. So, yep.
All right, what about the housing market?
Oh, you tell me.
So average sale price, $450,000
for
a detached home. Yes.
Which is still very affordable from Canada wide perspective.
Absolutely. And we tend to have a slow appreciation over time rather than high highs and low lows.
Yes.
We're not seeing those fluctuations as much.
For sure. When I was grabbing numbers for today, average condo price was $260,000 in Winnipeg, which that's crazy affordable.
I know.
Yeah.
To give some perspective to like what does $450,000 buy you? Like I'm shooting from the hip. You guys tell me if you think I'm wrong, but I would say like 1,000 square foot bungalow, 3 bedrooms, probably 2 bathrooms, detached garage, probably. Maybe finished basement in a good area.
And you're probably looking at a house that was built between like the 50s to 70s.
Yeah.
Right? Like
absolutely.
With some upgrades, probably not. Well, depending on area. You could get one in some areas dressed to the nines.
Or dated. And
I was going to say meticulously maintained, but dated to a core kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. But easily,
And I would almost argue too, like going back to that condo, like, the average is, $260, but I would say in Winnipeg, and again, of course, there's going to be exceptions to every rule, but I would say if you were coming to Winnipeg with like a $400,000 condo budget, that's a very,
generous.
Very healthy condo budget here. Like
absolutely.
You know what I mean? You can get a very
really
nice,
newer
condo.
Yep.
Like, like, I don't want to say unlimited budget, but it's almost quote unquote unlimited budget for condos here. Again, exceptions to every rule
for sure.
But
no, you're right though. Like you're getting heated parking, you're getting concrete construction. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when we're talking neighborhoods and how we're going about deciding which neighborhood you should live in, obviously it's going to depend on situation, family, lifestyle,
career,
all those different things.
There's no one size fits all approach.
No.
Yeah, there's areas we recommend probably more frequently because of where people will be working out of. But it's not like I recommend all areas of the city based on what people are doing, right? Where they're working, what they like, age of children, what matters to them,
or outside of the city. If that's what people are looking for.
True. Yeah. Getting just a little bit outside of the city, like some people feel like they're living in $3.2 million houses compared to where they're coming from, right? It was still a shorter commute by far, right? So
every area of the city offers something so different. You can go to like Charleswood and you get that rural feel. Or you can go to somewhere like Bridgewater and really get that new community feeling, right?
Suburb,
So
River Heights, a little more central, walkability.
Exactly. Older homes, character.
Okay, well, let's do some hot takes then based on that. Okay, I'm going to say the quadrant. You guys pick which community you want to live in.
Okay. Deal.
Southwest, since you started there.
Okay. I'd say Charleswood.
You'd pick Charleswood.
Do we call it?
I'm going to say East Fort Garry.
Does that count as Southwest?
That counts
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'd think something a little more central, like East Fort Garry.
We're going to be competing for a house.
Yeah.
You guys are going to do it.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I'd be East Fort Garry or maybe even Linden Woods.
Lindenwood's a good one. Yeah, Lindenwood's a good one. Okay. Southeast.
St. Vital.
That's so big. Any specific area of St. Vital?
River Park, south.
Yeah. I would have said Royalwood personally.
Royalwood's really nice.
Yeah, I would hit Royalwood too.
I'm going to go with Norbury, but I'm a little biased. I mean,
Norbury is a great area.
Yeah.
There's some real nice pockets in there.
Yes.
I would be open to like a Sage Creek. It's very east, but
Sage Creek is really nice.
Yeah,
I will admit.
Its own little community.
Every time I go in there, I'm always so
for me, it's
surprised.
It's a little far but if I'm picking in that quadrant, that's probably where
it is nice.
Yeah.
I really like the architecture in there too, like the floor plans and
agreed. Let's go the threes. So I'm sorry, I'm talking in realtor code, but let's go threes. So that's like east, northeast.
East, northeast?
Kind of. Like anything
East,
three.
northeast.
East St. Paul.
Does that count?
Well,
is there some fours in there? It would be Fraser's Grove if we're counting that.
Okay.
General
along
area.
the river there, I could do Fraser's Grove. I could
Kildonan Drive.
Yeah, I could do that. I could also do East St. Paul though.
I'll do East St. Paul, but removed.
I'm always torn between like a little bit newer house and not having to do anything and that really lovely character house. I'm always going to be torn between the two.
Yeah. I like it's Algonquin Estates.
Yes.
I like it there too. So I would consider some of the places in there as well. Okay, moving to area what we know it is for, but more north. Where would you pick?
I would be, I don't even know I would be like north.
Aurora Estates
or
I would go Waterford. I would do
Waterford Green.
Yeah, like in there, like kind of again close to the river, but the other side. So
or like Riverbend, like
Riverbend.
Yeah,
if you're going north, like you're turning
like
east,
closer to Chief Peguis.
Yeah. Garden City.
Yep.
Garden City for sure. Anything?
Actually,
did you guys say
Garden City has some good mid-century modern, like
there's some real
for a good price.
Yes, 100%. Okay, Riverbend, I'd say. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving into the fives, which is west, essentially.
West.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Westwood.
I was going to say Westwood.
Yeah.
Westwood along like Assiniboine.
Yes.
There's some really cool stuff in there.
Rosewood vibes too.
Yes.
It does. Yeah, right across the river, right? But
Five also encompasses Headingley too.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody would pick Headingley.
I would choose the old part of Headingley. Yeah.
Okay.
I like Headingley, but it's a little far for me. It's really kind of secluded.
What's like, along the river, like Old Mill Road? Like, where's that?
Yeah.
That's where I'd live.
Yeah, you're in there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
What if you had to live outside the city? Where would you guys choose?
We probably would end up in LaSalle, to be honest, Shayla.
Family friendly.
Family friendly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know either.
We would just have be those people with a golf cart in our garage that we just hop into.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Actually, I
we have the side by side.
Where's it? Grand Point.
Grand Point?
Yeah.
Grand
Point. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I think this counts as city, but I would almost say like Sault Ste. Vital, like there's like some of those spots in there, like tucked away in there.
Nice,
those ones are really nice.
Yeah.
Like
St. Norbert count outside the city?
You can say that.
Depends on
I don't know.
There's some St. Norbert options that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. I feel like if Skip the Dishes doesn't go there, then you're outside of the city.
You've made the commitment. I heard too.
You've made the commitment to be
What pizza delivers here?
Yeah. If somebody's wanting to relocate here and they want help, where do we normally start the process? On our team, at least.
Usually starts with a phone call.
Yeah.
Or a phone
Zoom.
call or a Zoom or a virtual conversation of some sort. get the main particulars. Why are you coming here? What are your needs?
Your timeline.
Yes. Timeline, I find with relocation, sometimes it's okay, we are moving here in you know 4 or 5 months or 6, whatever that is, and we are coming, like this is our date. And oftentimes it's more of a like, we're weighing our options, are we going to relocate here? So there's are 2 different conversations. But then getting, if it's more serious, like we have a job starting in 6 months, like then it's kind of educating on the city itself, where what's going to fit best for your lifestyle, where is this job and what's happening with that.
It's very much so like a buyer consult kind of. Just
virtual.
Just a little bit more levels to it, right? Because now we're also educating on areas. A lot of the time, if it's somebody local, they know where they want to live already. They know where their family is in relation to them, all that kind of stuff. But a lot of that is just helping people get a grasp on the city itself. A lot of the time I find we're also doing virtual tours to start. I don't know if you guys find that, but I find that's kind of an initial warm up to the process. And then the 5 days of
like if
go.
If you're just coming here on your own and you're not part of a a military background or somebody that's being covered to come, then the conversation might be a little different. But we do a lot of military relocation here, and typically that timeline comes with a week's house hunting trip. And when you're coming, we're going. We know we know you're coming, and we kind of tell other clients like, hey, this is what I have this week. We need to find a house within a week.
I call it the VIP client.
That's right. Like you sort of get the VIP treatment, and we will hit what you need to hit as hard as you need to hit it. And we will see 30, 40, 50 houses if there are 30, 40, 50 houses. And you just got to be ready to move quick. And to be fair, most people in those relocation systems have done this multiple times.
And they are ready.
They're ready to go. They understand what their job is. They understand what the goal is. So we all just get on the same page and we just get it done.
And ideally, if it were like in those situations, if it works out properly, you're finding something by day 2 or day 3.
That's right.
And having a home inspection before they go back. Like that's the ideal. Does it always work out that way? No. Of course not. But I find when I do the doctor tours, those are even trickier because I get an afternoon in my car with them, and that's sometimes we'll go see places, but it really depends on where they're at. Sometimes they just want me to show them the city and where most doctors live and where it is in relation to the hospital, that kind of thing. And then they're deciding if they want to move to Winnipeg in that 2 or 3 hours. I have them in the car. And and also their interviews with the local hospitals. But then when they come back to look, they're not given a lot of time. It's similar. It's 1 to 2 days. I find most of those people end up buying virtually just because of the timeline.
So honestly, in those regards, our goal is to just be as in depth with what we can review and with what, making sure that you're aware of anything that could come to light when you see it in person. And making sure that you're covered on everything we possibly can get you covered on, especially on a virtual tour where you may not physically see the home.
I always
which is terrifying.
I always make the joke to clients when we're doing that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be picking apart this house and showing you every single horrible thing that I can find, because I'm like, look at the crumbs. Because you're not here, right? It's really that extra layer. You can't smell the house. You can't, right?
And it's like we talked about before, a virtual tour is that it's a virtual tour. You can't get the feel of it. You can't get the smell of it. You can't get you don't get everything that you need when you're buying a house. So we do what we can to make sure that you're getting that information.
But equipped to set you up for success if that is your reality.
Move here, move with us, happy to help you. Also, we do have this fairly comprehensive guide on the market. It's got all the areas, stats, what the areas are known for, and then it's kind of got some local areas, what to do while you're here, where to stay, where to eat. And then also some Winnipeg stats at the beginning too. So the many areas in our industry. But happy to share this with you if you are interested in relocating here. just send us an email and we'll send you a copy.